Hey there, comic fans. It's a third Wednesday in a row for me to be at the comic shop, and it's a pretty light week this week, though I did make up for that by buying some bags. Um, and I only got, let's see, there were two new comics on my pull list, this Image Plus magazine, and I actually went wild and got a back issue today. How crazy of me. I almost never do that. But first, here's Image Plus with Here's Negan Part 15. I think they're changing this. My comic shop was saying they're. I think Image Plus is after Here's Negan ends is kind of being canceled, and then they're going to be doing an Image Previews that's free if you buy Previews magazine, which I don't. I've enjoyed Image Plus and its run. I've enjoyed the nice magazine format and the looks at things. I've enjoyed the 4-page Walking Dead story. But I don't even know if I'll keep these. I might tear out all the Walking Dead stuff and bind it in its own thing, just for the heck of it. I mean, I don't really care about the collectability of the Here's Negan story. They'll be reprinting that here and there. Well, look, a curse words. Wizard Vantor centerfold. But it's been a good magazine while it's lasted. Who knows what the new incarnation of it's going to be. But I've enjoyed this one. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is the last one or not, but if it is, it is. And next, Saga is back. Chapter 44. Wow, I've been reading Saga for a while. After that very weird 25-cent issue, I don't know what to expect of this one, but I have no idea what's going on in this comic. Who are those two? You got me. Another pregnant person? What's her name? Milana? I can't even know. I don't even know. I've been reading it for 44 issues. I don't know what the characters' names are. Due to some space battle they were in, she was pregnant, and a child died in her womb. So last issue they were trying to somehow get the child out of her womb, and weren't able to, and then she got new fire superpowers. Saga's just weird sometimes, and this is one of those the 25. I don't know what new fans who bought that 25-cent issue thought, because it was just so strange. It was odder than your average issue of Saga, but at least there was no giant dragon penises to scare people off. But nice blank back cover. I think it's always blank, isn't it? But anyway, Saga, if you don't know what it is by now, me telling you isn't going to help. And the other new book of the week is Wayward, issue number 21. Wayward is back. I don't think there's been an issue of this in a couple of months. A lot of my books are on hiatus right now, which is weird. I thought comics sold best in the summer. What's on hiatus? Paper Girls went on hiatus, I think, and Copperhead, I think, just went on hiatus, and maybe a couple others I can't even remember, but I can't remember when the last issue of Wayward was, but I don't think it was too long ago. But you know, these Image books, I get they go on hiatus and they come back. It doesn't really bother me because it's on my pull list. I know I'll get the next issue. Last I knew, they were in Scotland, having all sorts of magical Scottish things happen to them. Looks now like they're back in Japan, because there were still some characters in Japan doing Japanese stuff. There's one of our Japanese ancient monster things. So, you know, Wayward's the story of sort of a young gods versus old gods thing, magical powers, spirit animals, magical turtles, magical cats, magical coyotes or wolves or whatever the heck those things were, and red threads that tie it all together. I've been enjoying it. It's up to issue 21 now. Wow, it's been a while. Who does Wayward? Zub, Cummings, Bonvillain, Dillon, and Davison. But it's a good comic. Of course, it's all in trade, as everything is these days, so check it out. And the last thing I got was something off my list. It is Marvel Team Up number 68. I got some of those SIPs from Frost last week. I'm only missing 6 and 7, 13, 18, and 19 now from Volume 3. But I got this Marvel Team Up 68. Matter of fact, I now have 2 copies of it because I made a video about this issue, I don't know, last year, the year before, for a contest somehow. And this is the this is the copy I've had since my childhood. It's one of my favorite Spider-Man issues. And you can see how battered it is. Corners all bent. You know, Spider-Man white's all stained in there. Another corner bent. Yeah, I've had this issue since I was a kid in 1978, and it's been one of my favorites. So I've decided, you know, in my list of things, this list here of things I wanted to get a nice, kind of near mint copy of it. And I've actually been looking on eBay for it. Finally, I went, screw it, let's just look at my local comic shop, and they had a copy there for $4. Pretty sharp copy. It's odd, the coloring you can see here between the two, much browner on the near mint copy than the greenish man thing of that, and the red. Look at that! Look how much brighter that red is there than that red and blue. And this blue is almost a purple. That's a blue there. But anyway, this is just something I wanted to get, and I've done this with a few old comics from my youth that are kind of this battered. Look at those marks in his leg that are this battered, because I remember them as brand new. You know, when I in my memory, Marvel Team Up 68 is brand new, but you know, my copy is completely battered and with all those spine ticks and everything on there. But I'll actually look through this copy if I want to read it. This copy is just going to kind of sit in this bag and board, and whenever I want to look at the cover, I'll look at that one. So there you go, one crossed off the list. Only a $4 comic, and I only had to walk to the back of the store to track it down, but somehow I never bothered to, but now I've got it. And the last thing I'll do this week is give you a look at my background art, which is the original art from a series of fortune-telling cards that I made years ago. There's a date on this. 6/18/05. Wow. So 12 years ago I drew these. And I colored them on the computer and made them and shrunk them down to card size. And made a whole fortune-telling system with them. This one is The Creepy Field is the name of that card. And this card, I think, is the cat, right? Yeah, the cat. There we go. 6/18/05. Must have inked these in the same day. I think I made a video once of, I call this set of cards the Tourmaline Mystique. And you can lay them all out and tell fortunes with them. But I had a little fun making all these sort of strange, surrealist drawings 12 years ago now. Time does fly. But anyway, there's the look at some background art. We'll catch you guys next time.